no, you actually want to help people evolve, and you want to, have somebody. Because when I was growing up, I didn't see nobody that I can relate to as far as a therapist, as a life coach. All my therapists were white. Like just being totally transparent. Like I've never had a black therapist. Now that I think about it, yeah. I mean, there are some out there, but especially nowadays, because we're branching out a lot more outside of just the doctors, the nurses, the the average, the black jobs. You know what I'm saying? We're branching out from that, so we're tapping into a lot of other avenues to be more available to the people and to the community.
I love that because there's so many people that you're helping by sharing your story.
Yeah.
Specifically young black men. And I feel like in addition to that, young black gay men can have a role model they can look up to. So hopefully some of this...
Don't throw the role model on me.
I mean, that's what it is. I mean, that's really what it is. Because I feel like... But role model doesn't mean you have to be perfect either. Right. You know what I mean? Not. Because we are all flawed.
Definitely.
But I can see the value in it. You know what I mean? Can you?
It's deeper. Yeah. And that's, like I say, I did the skin thing, but I got to a point last year and I was like, I'm ready for something more. Like I want to, it's got to be something more outside of this. And I saw how many of our people were hurting and dealing with issues and didn't know where to turn, who to, you know what I'm saying? Just had no idea. So I'm like, okay, I've done this. So now I want to tap into a whole nother avenue of, actually being a better assistance to, you know what I'm saying, our people. So that's, it's needed. It's like, it's needed.
Okay. Have you helped anybody yet?
So all of the facial sessions, they literally be therapy sessions. That's like, I feel like God set that up the way he needed to, because one, I needed to come out of my comfort zone. I needed to get comfortable with talking to people and interacting with people on that type of level, outside of just the surface level. You know what I'm saying? Outside of just those type of conversations. Because I would have clients that'll come to me, no appointments, no prior appointments, and just lay their whole life out. Just lay it down. I'm talking about crying tears. I'm trying to do the consultation. They just come in crying, you know what I'm saying? Just bawling in tears. And I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And it started to resonate with me at that particular point. And then I started to, after clients would be like, yo, you really just, outside of the facial, like you really just helped me process
internally.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm going through. And I was like, oh shit, like this is something deeper than just the facial. Like this is a whole nother layer that I guess I'm being called to do at this point in life. So I'm like, okay, now I need to step into this and really just, own this. And that's kind of like what happened. So we were healing each other. Like, and I tell all of my clients, especially within the last 2 years, because I've been going through it mentally and like just interacting with, my clients on that type of level, like we've been healing each other, you know what I'm saying, in that aspect. So I haven't officially started taking clients yet because I'm still in the training process. But, I'm still, like I said, you don't have to have a coaching license to start helping and talking to people. So once that starts to roll out, which everybody will know, trust, it'll start to, I started talking about it a little bit more at that point.
Okay. So what would you say would be the most important thing or most important lesson that you learned in your life, just in general?
Cherish life is one of the biggest ones because it can be taken at the drop of a dime, honestly. And you really have to just cherish life and live in the moment. Like stop trying to think about everything else that's going on and just really live in the moment right now. That's kind of like where I'm at right now. Like everything else, the extra is cool, but I want peace and happiness in this season. That's it. Just peace and happiness. Like the extra stuff, it can come.
Yeah.
But like, and like I said, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or what, but like, I'm tired of surviving. Like I want to live. I want to live freely. I want to be free. I don't want to be confined to no treatment room, to no office room. I just want to be free. Like that's literally where I'm at right now. And so I would definitely say just cherishing life, and then just cherishing, the people around you, your circle, because it's so hard to find solid people that you just resonate with, that you rock with, that got your back. So just cherishing life, your family, and then, your core people. Everything else is going to fall into line.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So what would you say, how has failure shaped you just in general?
Probably my resilience, because like I say, being an entrepreneur is not, too, like, it's a constant grind. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a constant grind, but we learn so much about ourselves, about finances. Well, I hope we do, financing, learning stuff that we were not taught in school, that we had to learn the hard way. I had to learn the hard way, because we're not taught how to manage a certain amount of money when you get to certain commas and stuff like that. We're not taught that, what I'm saying? So the money comes in and it goes.
Yes.
It's like, okay, now it's going back out, but you have to learn structure. You have to learn structure. You have to learn budgets, financing, like certain things you have to start putting into place so you can withstand and, make this money last and not just blowing it on stupid stuff.
And it may take a minute to actually get into that rhythm.
It will. It's gonna take time. That's what I'm saying. It took 6 years to build my career up the way I did, to the magnitude that I did.